$70 million. Well, today is National Comic Book Day. Blake Keller is reporting live from Cashman's Comics in Bay City, where they're gearing up to celebrate. Hey there, Blake.
Hey, Elena. Good morning to you, everybody else at home as well. We are at Cashman's Comics in Bay City, and I found this looking through John's collection here throughout the store, Stranger Things comic book. And we were kind of discussing, and I know, Elena, you guys mentioned earlier, kind of comic books turned into movies and TV shows, and kind of vice versa. How's that really changed, you know, the comic book world?
Well, it definitely brings people in that probably wouldn't normally read, like the Stranger Things comic. And it goes both ways, too. Like Umbrella Academy recently, the successful miniseries that they did, was a comic book first, and then later on created into a show. All
right. So one last question for you. I unfortunately never dabbled in comic books as a kid.
Well, it's never too late.
It's never too late. That's right. I saw some things here that would interest me. So tell me, what was your favorite, or do you have a favorite right now?
I'm always partial to DC. I like the Green Lantern. Obviously, growing up, Batman was one of my favorites. Probably one of the reasons I'm standing here today, for sure. And it wasn't necessarily the comic, it was the old Adam West show. He will always be my Batman, for sure.
All right, very good. And I just want to say before we go, when people come in here, what are they looking for the most? What's one comic that you see kind of fly off the shelves?
Well, the old standbys. Spider-Man is hot again. Actually, J.J. Abrams, that did the Star Wars and Star Trek films, recently co-wrote a comic that came out last week, and that has just been huge. But it's a wide variety. I have customers that are strictly superhero oriented, and then I have people that are definitely looking for the more independent stuff, and, like Walking Dead, Rick and Morty. The Star Wars comics are huge. You just never know. Every day is a new adventure. You never know who or what is going to walk through the door.
All right, lots to find here at Cashman's Comics, and I want to leave you guys with a question there in the studio. Chris, Rebecca, Elena, do you have a favorite comic that you guys, go to or can think of?
Oh, that's hard.
I'm definitely going with DC, because in my opinion, DC was better at making the stories in regards to the comics, but Marvel is better at bringing them to the screen.
Sure.
So
fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. I didn't get into comic books a lot as a kid, but I think now as you mentioned, it's becoming more popular, and I've seen a few more of them. I really liked the X-Men, so I'm going to have to say them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say any of the superheroes. Spider-Man, maybe a little bit more than most.
Yeah.
Maybe Batman as well. I don't know if they're comics, but I think they are. Ninja Turtles.
I'm sure there is one.
There probably are. Yeah.
I'm sure you can go there and find one.
Definitely.